Hello lovelies, and welcome to Freaky Friday 2020. We are kicking off Freaky Friday 2020 with Britney Spears. I'm getting straight into it with these readings, lovelies. There's so much sadness and it's kind of overwhelming me to the point where I'm really having to dig for the messages because the emotions are running so high, and this isn't just Britney's emotions. I feel the emotions of at least 5 other people who are so involved and engrossed in this situation. When I first started to connect with Britney, I have to say this, there's a grandmother figure that came through for her. I feel this is her mother's mum, and she even presented herself to me, she showed herself to me. I feel she was short in height, I feel she was quite chubby, she may have worn glasses. I feel like when she passed she had grey hair, well, she's showing herself to me with grey hair. She's giving me a name, Elma, Elda, Hilda, something like that with an L in it. Esmeralda, I don't know, something like that. And she is really telling me that she has been working to protect Britney, but she's kind of like a solo band. I'm just going to go with this, lovelies, because she really wants to speak. She's saying father, 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 so disgusted in her father. And I have to say again, I feel like I picked up on this. This is a part 2 Britney reading on my channel. I have read for Britney Spears before. And as you know, if you see me read before, I will pick the cards, but at the moment the emotions, I'm so connected to them. So I am going to just go with that. Something is about to happen because emotions are high. So when we're about to physically see something happen, that's when the emotions are boiling. It's like a volcano, you know, that when before it erupts, everything's bubbling, and that's how it feels. I feel like something is about to happen. I feel drawn to court with Britney. I feel like it's something to do with money. The conservatorship, I feel like she is going to win that back over her dad at some point. But this isn't the end. It's like even when she gets free, she's not free. The man that she's with has got to go. When I pre-pulled for Britney Spears, the Lovers card kept flipping over, kept flipping over, kept flipping over. All this girl wants, oh my God, my heart chakra. Her heart is so broken. It's so broken. Like, sorry, it's so sad. Like, oh my God. Okay, her heart is in pieces. It's like, why does no one just love me for me? Let me tell you something. If Britney Spears could give back everything, the music, the money, the fame, the celebrity, to just have lived a normal life, she would do it. I can see images of her going to her mirror and looking at herself and thinking, between the ages of 17 and now, where is my life? It's like in a blink of an eye, it's just gone. Because she didn't have a teenagehood, she didn't have a childhood, she didn't have those important years that she needed to grow to build a foundation of who she is. So she doesn't know who she is. And at one point in her life, before she really got famous, I felt that Britney Spears would have been someone who could stand up for herself, speak up for herself, say no when she didn't want to do something. But over time, she's just been broken down so much, and it's been gradual. It's been very, very calculated and gradual. And again, the father's there. But you know what, Spirit, I have to say this, the mother's equally as guilty because she never stopped it. The mother just sat back and watched it happen. And I can't explain the loneliness and the isolation. And the sister, Jamie Lynn, this is all she knows. You know, so she also just believes, these are 2 girls who are very gullible, who believe everything they are told. And even when Britney tries to question something, she's broken down even further. So she gets interrogated and, you know, convinced. It's all this convincing of what they're doing is best for her and she needs to take this medication. Medication is a big thing. I see tablets around her, and this is a little bit of a trigger warning, but you know, if you're triggered by suicide or anything like that, I do see a suicide attempt for Britney Spears. Now, what I will say is this. One of the first things I picked up was this suicide attempt and how they are going to make it look like a suicide attempt, but it isn't. And again, I don't know whether I picked this up in her last reading, but they are linking this to Michael Jackson, how they tried to make his death look like it was his kind of fault. They did it with Whitney Houston as well. It's going to be a similar thing with Britney Spears. She has been suicidal in the past because they've broken her down so much. But I feel like when this does happen, and I'll be honest, they're giving me 50s. So I don't feel like, I don't know how old Britney is now. She must be at least 40. In the next 10 years, I do feel there will be a suicide attempt. But it won't be what we think it is. They'll portray it to us as a suicide attempt. Now, whether it'll be successful or not, I don't know. But I see the pills on the floor. That is what Spirit are showing me. I see the pills on the floor, and I actually feel that's a high reflection of her life right now. I do see her leaving this man because I see another man coming into her life. Britney is very far gone, and that's the sad thing about this, okay? I don't know if there's any coming back for her, right? So even if she does get away, and this is what Spirit said to me as well, is even if she does get away, she'll never be free because they've completely broken her down to a point where she depends so much on other people. But at the moment, I feel like she can't see her children. I feel like she can't see anybody actually, apart from her father, this man, and there's at least 3 other people included in this ring of trying to keep her where she is. But I do feel, it's a weird thing. I do feel she will break free. I do see her sitting down and talking about everything she's been through. But there's still, who can I compare this to? It's like the demons still live within her, okay? Yeah. The demons will still live within her. So even though she will escape it, she's so traumatized. She's going to be so traumatized by her life that it will still haunt her. So it's like she'll never, not that she'll never be able to find true happiness, but yeah, actually in a sense it's like she'll never be able to find true happiness. Oh gosh. Okay. Would it be a Kirsty Lewis reading if cards didn't fall on the floor? Would it though? Okay. Britney Spears. Britney Spears. Britney Spears. Okay, yep, well, this sums up where she is right now, okay? So here we are, 4 of Wands and the 4 of Cups. There is a knowing inside of Britney Spears that she knows that something's not right, okay? 4 of Wands talks about your home, your home environment, your stability, your security, what you deem to be your stability and your security and your home life. And it's covered by the 4 of Cups. The 4 of Cups talks about contemplation, reflection, analysing the situation, looking at things and thinking, something's maybe not too right here. And she does know that. That's the one thing I will say. It's almost like, she's, right, if you've ever had sleep paralysis, okay, it's like you're awake but you're asleep, okay? And that is exactly how I feel with Britney Spears. It's like she's awake and it's like she's trapped in her body. I know this is very bizarre, okay, but this is the only way I can explain how she feels as a person, because it's like she's not there anymore. And this is what I mean by, even when she gets set free, because she isn't free. She is definitely imprisoned. Even when she gets set free, she will not be free because she's so traumatized. It's like a dispersonalization, is that the word? Dispersonalization. Like, she's disconnected from herself. This isn't just a thing of I'm lost and I need to find myself. No, this is like I'm disassociation. Sorry, that's the word. Disassociation. It's a disassociation with herself. It's like she doesn't know how to live for herself. She doesn't know how to look after herself. She doesn't know how to make decisions for herself. Not because she wasn't capable in the beginning, but because it's been 20 years of not being able to do so. 20 years plus. Now, Spirit are giving me Madonna, and I actually wrote that down before I came on camera. I do feel that Madonna's been trying to save her. I do feel that Madonna has been trying to get in contact. I don't feel like she's the only one. I feel like she's been trying to call, and every time she calls, she gets through to someone who's management or her father or whatever. Oh, Britney can't come to the phone right now. Boom! I feel like Madonna, the grandma was saying like she was a industry like guardian angel kind of thing for Britney. And I feel like when they did when they did the music together and the whole kiss thing on the VMAs, I feel like Madonna really tried to take her under her wing and wake her up. Madonna's a very spiritual person, and she's someone I will go on to read on in the future. But she kind of saw this all coming, okay? And she knows and can feel exactly what is happening, because I feel like this situation could have happened to her but didn't, because she had a stronger backbone. So she's tried to call Britney, but it's like, yeah, Britney can't come to the phone right now, goodbye. So yeah, there's something within Britney emotionally that knows, because Cups is about your emotions, your inner intuition. Intuitively, she knows that something's not right, but she's not there. Like, she's not in her body. This is a very weird thing, but I can only say it's like she's not in her body to be able to speak out. And even in the moments where the medication's wearing off and she does kind of come around to herself, even when she does question things, there's so many, everyone around her talks her out of it. No, this is normal. No, we need to spend money on this. No, 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 no. What you think is not right. Okay, so it's happened for such a long time now that she's grown to believe it. She's grown to believe other people. And I feel like this man that's in her life, I don't know what his name is, but I feel like he was brought in her life as a further distraction, because I feel like just before, if you look at the timeline, Spirit is saying, I don't know what it was, but I feel like before this man came into her life, she was kind of waking up a little bit. She was getting stronger, and it was almost like, okay, we need to give her a distraction. This is a very similar thing to what happened to Britney Murphy. How her mother brought that man into her life. It's like the father brought this man into Britney's life as a distraction. As, you know, you grow close to her because then she'll believe everything you say. She's starting to question me, but she'll believe everything you say. But there is a knowing within her. And it is going to come to a head, because saying here, and it's something I picked up on, something is about to happen where it all comes to a head. And I think we can feel that anyway with the whole hashtag #FreeBritney campaign. People are like cottoning on to it. People are getting onto the fact that something is not okay, and they can only continue to hide for it for so long. Those photos and videos that they are posting, they are old photos. We know that anyway. They are old videos, because the way they're showing Britney to me, it's like she's almost, this is just messed up. It's like she's a doll, okay? It's like she's like a Barbie doll, and they say, okay, and they treat her like a child. It is this, okay, Britney, and they talk to her like this. It's like, really, honestly, I picked up on this in the last video. It's like, Britney, you're not crazy. It's everyone else around you that is crazy. But because you're spending so much time with them and not speaking to or seeing anybody else, it's making you go crazy. If you ever come across this, just know it's not you. So 5 of Wands is about conflict, okay? And it's covered by death, which says that it's going to end. Something is about to come to a head, okay? Something is about to happen, quite explosive. I feel like you could see it all over the media. I feel like it is to do with the conservatorship, and I feel like we're finally going to see Britney Spears actually speak out and say what's happening to her. This isn't something, I want to give this at least 6 months. It's not something that's happening imminently, but it is coming to a head as we speak. Something to do with her brother as well. Does Britney Spears have a brother? I don't know if she has a brother. I feel like she does she? If Britney Spears has a brother, we need to be listening to what he's saying. And he is going to have some involvement in setting her free. He's been silenced as well. I feel like he's tried as well, and he also gets Britney can't come to the phone right now, goodbye. You know, she's really like, say Britney's in the middle here, she's really like, it's hard to get in. It is hard to get in, but it is coming to an end because, like I say, 5 of Wands there is covered by death. Death signifies endings. 5 of Wands signifies conflict. It's coming to a close. Okay. The next 2 sets of cards just signify what we already know. Okay. 6 of Pentacles is about giving out money, and Ace of Wands is about your career path, your passion. Oh, it's really funny. When I first connected with Britney as well, Spirit actually said to me she should have been a country singer. And I feel like had she have gone down that path, she would have had a completely different life. It was the whole becoming a pop star, pop princess, is what ruined her. Because the amount of money you make, the fame, the celebrity, everything like that is, you know, she's such a kind soul, and she really does have a very big heart. I can feel it, especially when she was younger. When you go into that industry, the country music is very different. It's a very different genre. It's a very different section of the industry. It's run by very different people. You'll find that it's very homely. It's very community based. She would have flourished in the country music world differently to how she did in the pop music world. And she wouldn't have made as much money, or she wouldn't have been as famous, but she would have had a better life. So yeah, this just says what we know. She's been able to give out money, and people have been able to take money from her because of her career path. The next 2 cards are about this man in her life that needs to get the F out. Okay? 2 of Pentacles is about balance. Page of Cups is about an immature man who lacks focus. And this man, so this talks about the relationship she has with this man. And this man, they are going to end, but he's also going to go off and be with someone else in the spotlight because that's all he's in it for. But what I will say, Britney, is I feel that there may have been a marriage or a proposal or something she signed. That means this man is going to walk away with some of her money, and there's going to be nothing she can do about it. So, Britney, oh, we can't even talk to her because she's not even there. But yeah, you know, Two of Pentacles talks about your money situation, your domestic money situation. You know, the money you share with your partner, or you share with, you know, your home finances. And it's covered by this man who I feel is splurging her money, who has invested his money in her money in his own self, in his own company and things. And it's just, this is just sad. This is just, I'm going to pull the next 2 set of cards together. They keep showing me Britney Spears in her 60s. 60s? 50s. 56, they keep saying to me. 56. So I don't know if that's the age she passes, but I feel like that might be the age we're waiting for until she actually is able to even speak out, because I feel like over the years there's contracts and there's things she signed that she isn't even visibly aware of. She is drugged a lot of the time. Allegedly, I should say that, allegedly. She is drugged a lot of the time. I feel like she's not present a lot of the time, and I feel like the drugs she takes are drugs that are antidepressants for mental health, because they're very calculated. Her father and his team, and I will say it's his team because he dominates. I can see him saying, no, you listen to me, you do what I tell you to do. He's the one in charge here. He's the one orchestrating all of this, and it's just so sad how you could do this to your child, but he is, allegedly, and I have to say that. And you know, he's made her look so crazy that he can go and get antidepressants and mental health tablets and things like that, but he gives her too much. And I feel like at the times when she doesn't want to take it, it's crushed up and it's put in her food. It's a very similar thing like what happened to Michael Jackson, and it's just beyond sad. Right, can I have 3 moon cards for Britney Spears, please, Spirit? 3 moon cards for Britney Spears. Three moon cards for Britney Spears. Okay, adjustments are required. Yep. 2 more moon cards for Britney Spears, please, Spirit. A win-win outcome is forecast. Nothing will come of this situation. See, I'm not surprised to see those. I'm just going to pull 3 more simple answers. It just confirms everything I've said, you know. Okay, they've given me 4, so we'll look at those. It's not an emergency. Be patient. Talk to God, tell the truth. Okay. If we think Britney's been through it, I think she's about to go through it a bit more, and I hate to say that, but I see numerous court cases. I see her being just dragged. The positive thing I will say is this: before things get better in life, they get worse. And that's the only thing I can say here, is before things get better for Britney, I feel they're going to get drastically worse. I see a hospitalisation for Britney, which is why we've got here it's not an emergency, because I feel like there is going to be panic from her fans, from the people who care about her, but she's going to be okay. This is going to be a long, drawn out thing. Like I said, this isn't a situation. This has been going on for 20 plus years. So this isn't a situation that's just going to end in a month because we are all hashtagging Free Britney. Keep doing it because it raises awareness. But it's going to take time. Like I said, they've made her mentally ill. Okay, and not just that, but she's entwined in contracts and things that she didn't even know about. She wasn't even aware that she signed, and you know, she's got to find a team of people who love and care about her. She's got to literally rebuild her life from the bottom up, and that's going to take time. It's going to take healing. It's going to take patience. Talk to God. She's going to have to re-establish herself, her life, her faith, and tell the truth. I feel there's more than one court case that Britney Spears is going to have to be involved in. And I can feel her nerves, because I feel like she's going to be called to testify against someone who she really doesn't want to testify against, who I feel may have threatened her. But Spirit, Britney, are asking you to just be honest. That is what you need to do. And she also needs to begin to speak up about what's happening to her and what has happened to her. And there's a lot to say. A lot. When I feel like the trauma and stuff around it, it's not just like the whole thing of being given medication. It's not just that. It's like so much more. It's the fact that she's had to run her life on a schedule. Like she has to get up at this time, and she has to eat at this time, and she has to wear these clothes. And when I say she hasn't been able to make one decision for herself, I literally mean it. This woman hasn't even been able to see her children. Like, this is just everything, like any piece of self, you know, because that's how we find our sense of self, through our choices, through our decisions. You know, you might take that for granted, but to be able to actually have freedom of choice is is a massive thing. It's what makes you you, you know, your decisions and your choices. But when that's robbed from you, who are you? You don't know, because everyone else has made these decisions for you. And so she really is gonna have to find her true sense of self. But Spirit is saying at least 7 years this is going to drag out, going back and forth to court, going in and out of rehabs, and it's a lot, going to be a long process. Adjustments are required. Well, we know that things have got to change. A win-win outcome is forecast. Now, what I see for this is the people who have treated her badly, nothing's going to come to them. You know, they're not going to get any just desserts, nothing's going to happen to them, and she's going to walk away, and it's just going to be left like that. Like, it's you know, all this years of torment that she's been through, you know, the people that have put her through it, unfortunately, are not going to not going to have to pay for it. Nothing will come of this situation, and that's what I think that means. That's what I feel that means. That, and I said it earlier, it's sad and it's tragic and it's awful, and I know it is. But even though what she's been through is horrendous, and it is, her whole life's been robbed from her, even though she will get to cut ties completely with this man and her dad and these people who have controlled her for so long, even though she will get out of the contracts and the documents and the things she signed, even though all of that will happen, she still won't be free because of all the time she's lost and the mental trauma that she'll be left with. It's heavy. That is a heavy start to Freaky Friday. And all I can say is #FreeBritney. Oh, so much love and light to Britney Spears. She needs it. 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 And thank you so much for watching, lovelies. I would ask that you please do leave some love, some light, some goodness down in the comments for Britney. And thank you so much for being with me. If you like this reading, please do leave a lovely thumbs up, leave some love in the comments, and I will see you soon for another reading. Bye.